So the recipe I'm going to show you now is a delicious cauliflower cheese mac and cheese. Absolutely scrumptious. And it's all about getting the good stuff in a classic comfort food dish. So of course, cauliflower is the king. Got a little heart of celery and 2 leeks. I've got 1 random bit of fennel, but that's not, you don't have to use it. Me and Jules just want to show you how we're kind of doing nice food and cooking with what we've got, what's available. Let's start off here. I've already taken the liberty to cook my pasta. So the same pan, I'm now gonna put on a heat, and I'll start adding these veggies here, and I'll chop that up, and we'll start adding to the pans. The butter will go in. I'm gonna fry off these lovely veggies. And then the celery can go in, and then the fennel. It is in the supermarket. If you do see it, have a try, it's delicious. So we'll fry that off. Now let's talk about the cauliflower. So cut it in half and cut it into florets like this. Often that's what you see, which means that nearly 1/3 of the actual cauliflower is over here going in the bin. Finely slice these leaves. Let this fry off for about 5 minutes and soften up. And then what we want to do is add the flour that turns it into a thickened sauce. Just use regular plain flour, about 1 heaped tablespoon. We'll mix that in, that will start to suck up all the fat from the butter. And then we're gonna slowly add milk. I have only got 1 full bottle of this left and half a bottle. I know for a fact I'd get a rollicking from Jules if I put a whole one of these in here now, because we haven't got much. So I'm gonna put half milk, half water. So now I'm putting, the rest that I need. Water. Okay, so let that boil now and simmer and cook it out for about 5 minutes just to soften all the veggies. And then I'm gonna season it up now. I'll adjust it later with some nice pepper, a little bit of salt, and then for flavor and color, a heaped teaspoon of English mustard. Stir that in. So let's just carry on now with the cauliflower here. Just get your cauliflower florets, slice them up into beautiful little chunks. Now it's time to talk about the cheese. This is what we've got in our fridge right now. Because I kind of grab and put things back, I've got odds and ends of Parmesan. I've got a tiny little quarter of cheddar. I've got some halloumi, which I've only quarter used, and a chunk of feta. So I'm just gonna have a little grate up. So the sauce is blipping away beautifully. We now turn it off and the cheese goes in, and I'll put most of it in, apart from a little bit to go on top. So the pasta goes in with the cauliflower here. Frankly, you can use whatever pasta you want. What I have to do now is wazz this up. You can use a hand blender, a food processor, or a liquidizer. So, I'll be back in a second. Liquidized it, lovely people. That's what it looks like. So in with the sauce. So look, mix up your lovely sauce. Now, you've probably been wondering what this is. This is starchy cooking water, okay? And this is from the pasta. If it's a bit wetter than you expect, then by the time it's baked, then it's going to absorb into that pasta and it will be just blippy and saucy and gorgeous. I'll just put some cheese on top. What we could do is take a waste product that is one of the most wasted products in the whole of Britain, and that's bread. And every time I've got a waif and stray, I just pop it in the window, let it go stale. Literally, once it's properly stale, that's what you get. Just get a tea towel. What you can do is give it a good bash. And we're gonna create breadcrumbs. In here is just straight breadcrumbs, but here I've got some herbs that I've got in little pots. Thyme here, lovely, oregano or marjoram, and some rosemary. You could put in dried herbs, no trouble at all. I'm gonna use some garlic, beautiful. So a little bit of oil goes in, and that just kind of allows the natural flavors to come out of the herbs, and it will make the breadcrumbs really golden. There you go, a beautiful tray bake, mac and cheese, bigging up cauliflower and all those veggies. About an hour before lunch, I'll whack that in the oven at about 180 degrees Celsius, and then I'll cook it for about 50 minutes until it's blipping and crispy and gorgeous. Wow! Okay, should we serve up?
Yes. Yeah.
Go on, buds.
Thank you.
Woohoo! What do you reckon, kids? Took Mum down ages.
So guys, what do you reckon? Cauliflower mac and cheese? Try it. I think you like it.